What's up and what it is? It's your boy RK coming through with another fire reaction. You feel me? Today we're going to react to Charleston White exposes feminism and black single moms culture. Man, let's see what this do. Hit them likes, hit the subscribe, ring that bell. You already know what it is. You feel me? Share, like. You already know. Let's get into this video.
Charleston, how did the single mother happen? Like, if you look back and say, well, it happened after this.
White feminism, white lesbian bitches. Sorry to call y'all bitches, but you get the picture. Yeah, they came and fucked up America's, they fucked up the ecosystem. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. It ain't no more since feminism. Now you got women want to play quarterback against Tom Brady. Ain't never been the case. Man, I grew up watching Leave It to Beaver. His mama in the house. Now you got high divorce rates from extramarital affairs because you have men and women all in the workplace together.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because before the women was in the workplace, there was no like extra side business, and women were actually being women. Like you said, Leave It to Beaver, the mom was in the house. All the old school shows, you know, say I Love Lucy, she was in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel where you coming from. Charleston White be talking a lot of mess, but it seems like he on point right now.
Work more than co-workers. High school people and co-workers. You got a woman at home, every woman got a work boyfriend. She might not be sleeping with him, but they have an emotional attachment. They go out together. She say that's her friend, but they secretly like it. That's her work boyfriend because she never get to see his flaws. She see him dressed up every day, smell good. So this is her ideal man in her mind.
What's the top cause of black stein?
Let me see. I'm gonna say obesity, overweight, stuff like that, diabetes, probably a lot of stuff to do with health. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's see what this fool gonna say.
Poverty, single parent homes, and the culture. So I wouldn't say the culture. We have a subculture that has superseded our culture. It's a subculture that have superseded the original culture of black people.
Tell me more.
Black people have always pursued education to get out. It was never about sports. So now you got a sports guy who can have an ability to get his education, but he'll leave soon just to go get the money and be broke 5 years after he leaves, statistically wise, without the education. Guess what? He ended up in prison. The single parent motherhood is the number one tool and detriment against the black community. It's not the absent father. The absent father is not around. How can he have an impact? His absence does. But he's more impacted what he sees his mother does and what man she brings in and out the life. How she treats him. So most guys who've been mistreated by their mother grow up to mistreat women. They don't grow up, they fight men. That's the issue they got with dad. But it's a lot of guys got issues with dad and mother because they had a neglectful mother. So he extremely.
They have issue with both sides. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when the dad's absent, you feel me? And a lot of times, or sometimes, it's their fault. A lot of times, it's not their fault. You know what I mean? Because you leave your girl, y'all break up. Some females is petty. They want to move from where you met them at, move to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Expect you to start a whole new life, move all your stuff to Texas, and start all over. And then you go out there, then they move to somewhere else. Like nobody got time to be trying to follow you around.
Violent. And there's no Boy Scouts program. There's no early childhood training to teach emotional intelligence. Mama frustrated. So what typically does a single mother does? When everything is going good and going great, she don't spank the kids as much. Let a new man come into her life, she's a lot more loving and kind. Let things go bad, she's more frustrated, she's angry. You know, so now you get the emotional response. So now she whooping you because how she feel. Not off teaching you discipline and correction. Now it's about how, so she's taking it out on the kids. So most guys were abused.
That part I agree with because my mom, she was out there. You feel me? So she was in and out of jail a lot. When we was with her, we come home at a certain time. Um, the weekends, this back in the day, the weekends she'd give us like $5, tell us to use our money for the weekend, go to McDonald's, buy burgers and stuff. She wasn't around. She was doing whatever she was doing. Um, but I didn't really get spanked like that. You feel me? Period. You feel me? I didn't get spanked like that unless I was being bad in school. And my grandma handled that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, there is some cases where like your mom will act a certain way because she's with a dude, all right, they good, they happy now. And then they break up. Now she mad. Cause the dude could be like, oh yeah, it's because of you, or it's because of your kid. Now she feels some type of way because she got, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how somebody's thinking or whatever. But that does happen.
Most guys, when we see these violent people, and I've worked on many cases, murder cases, at assisting criminal defense mitigation specialists. What I come to find out, most of these violent guys have been sexually abused. How gangster you think he is? Yeah. Most of these, that's where the violence come from. They're hiding behind extreme violence and aggression. But if he don't get the death penalty, they trying to kill him, he won't ever admit to it. So when you start learning mitigating factors about certain cases, you start to see a parallel and a correlation to sexual abuse, physical abuse, child neglect, and a mother. The mother created Jeffrey Dahmer. It wasn't the father. The mothers create these cold-hearted, callous, seem-to-be children that's coming out of the community. The mother creates that. She gives him the anger. Matter of fact, she gives him the fuel for the abandonment to turn into anger. Because he never heard nothing good about a black man. When he turned on television.
So on that part there, I'm gonna say half and half. You feel me? I used to have a lot of anger towards my mom back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And I basically just let that kind of go, like probably when I was like 15, because it was low key holding me back. But it is what it is. You'll say I'm not gonna go out there and do no crazy stuff and act wild and stuff like that. People have to be accountable for their actions and stuff like that. But I also had the best grandmother ever, so she made sure I stayed in line. She made sure I was in check, and that's my mom's right there. So I wasn't like just out there by myself all the time. I had my grandma for backup.
Black man that been killed. He watched a Tyler Perry movie, fucked up black man. Everything is so he a little boy trying to reflect. So he get his weight up with his hate, and he pay everybody back when he's bigger.
He is absolutely right. We have seen single moms raise their sons by themselves without a man, and those sons came out to be very productive and healthy, law-abiding citizens. They don't have no mental condition issues. They don't have anger issues. She was able to still nurture that child. Versus today, a lot of the bad seeds that we see, a lot of the subculture that we call YNs, they was most likely raised by women who didn't know how to nurture and love on them. That's why we see a lot of young men and a lot of YNs act so emotional. They're acting the way they saw their mother act. They never saw a man in the house. They wasn't taught to, instead of pull a gun, why don't you put your fists up to a man and just fight him? Don't be so emotionally reactive to pull your gun and shoot someone when that one decision can cost you to live in prison for the rest of your life. There was no emotional intelligence taught. A lot of young black men who are in prison today, they only learn emotional reactions from females or women.
Charleston, how did the single mother happen? Like, if you look back.
Like my mom and dad, they had like joint custody for a long time, so they're basically like still me and my brother back and forth. You know what I mean? Back and forth from each other, and I noticed the difference. Like it was a big difference. Like my dad, he from New Orleans. He couldn't read at the time or anything. You know what I'm saying? We still had houses, we still had cars, we still had food. You know what I'm saying? We still had bikes, we still had everything we needed. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she finished college. I mean, she finished high school. She could have went to college, but she refused because my grandpa was going to send her, and she just wanted to run the streets. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't really she wasn't nurturing like that at all. It was like spurts and periods, you know what I'm saying? But half the time I wasn't with her, half the time I was with my dad, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Can say, well, it happened after this.
White feminism, white lesbian bitches. Sorry to call y'all bitches, but you get the picture. Yeah, they came and fucked up America's. They fucked up the ecosystem. They say there's plenty of fish in the sea. It ain't no more since feminism. Now you got women want to play quarterback against Tom Brady. Ain't never been the case. Man, I grew up watching Leave It to Beaver. His mama in the house. Now you got high divorce rates from extramarital affairs because you have men and women all in the workplace together. Who first?
I disagree with the part where you say, "Oh, the white women, white lesbians." Like, there's lesbians of all type of races. This wasn't like, "Oh yeah, the white lesbians came out of nowhere," then they just started turning all the other races, all the other females in the races into lesbians. Like, no, that's not how it went. Lesbians are in every race. You know what I'm saying? They just went from it being um taboo to we don't give a fuck. And yeah, because back in the day, not being with the same, well, back in the day, being with the same sex was taboo, like man on man, female on female, all this other stuff. Like back in the day, Leave It to Beaver time, they wasn't doing that like out in the open. If they was doing it behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? But now they get a pop in, they can dress how they want to dress. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different.
More than co-workers. High school people and co-workers. You got a woman at home, every woman got a work boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She might not be sleeping with him, but they have an emotional attachment. They go out together. She say that's her friend, but they secretly like it. That's her work boyfriend because she never get to see his flaws. Mm-hmm. She see him dressed up every day, smell good. So this is her ideal man in her mind.
Mr. Perfect.
She got an internet boyfriend. Somebody she like his pictures all the time. A person she listen to. We watching ass and titties. She want to hear something to validate her. Most of us are too busy to validate her emotions. It's not a man's job to validate your emotion. Look.
Why I gotta validate your emotions? I feel that part. You feel me? Like, and the other parts too. Females need to have a work husband. You feel me? Because y'all know a lot of dudes be having, oh, that's my work wife. You feel me? They be having that. Females wasn't in the workplace back in the day, so you feel me? Men and female weren't together all the time, so they could be talking and have a side conversation like, "Oh yeah, your wife ain't here. How about we go hit the restroom?" Like that wasn't popping back in the day like that. You feel me? Plus, I just feel like women were more loyal back in the day, and men were too. Like men were loyal too, because like, "Hey, homie, your girl out in the streets," or you know, say they put the A on her or call her a skank and all types of stuff. Like back then, they were harsh. They was harsh. If you got a pocket, they was on your butt, and that's how it need to be back. Oh.
Look in the mirror and validate them yourself so you can come out and be what I need you to be. So the single parent mother home came from feminism. I don't need no man. You got a deal though. Even when y'all get together, y'all can't have the best pleasure without that man's log.
That man's log is very powerful. That's it.
So our women separated from us. They got rights in women's suffrage, 1920. They demanded they demanded to be by themselves. Fought for it. Yeah. Now they say they can't find a good man.
Yeah.
Feminism takes away good men.
That's right. They came in and told black women, leave this bomb and go get you a new man. You can always do better. And a lot of those women left their men and they never could get another one. They literally came in and lied to women and said the worst things. They was like, you know, you are stronger than men. You can fight a man, you can take him on. They told women that they are mentally more capable than men. They can do things way better than men can. They should run the world unlike men should. And women believed everything of it, and it destroyed a whole generation of women.
All right, now they're just saying the same thing over and over again. So they already said this part already. But yeah, this is how I feel about the video. I said I feel like some of the stuff he said was true. Females fought to be separated for us. Now they're complaining about not finding good men. Um, I feel like they're just confused. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody always wants what's greener, the grass that's greener on the other side, until they find out that the grass is not really greener. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, this dude comes in, he smells good, this and that, this and that. You don't see his flaws, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe he got a lot of cologne on because his jaw got hella dookie in there or something like that. You don't really know. You know what I'm saying? You just seeing from what you see or the time you see this person, and now this is your perfect man. Like people is crazy like that. You feel people is crazy like that. But yeah, hit the likes, hit the subscribe, ring that bell. You know what to do. Share, share, share. Run it up. Until the next time, we out.